Thanks for clapping. And thanks for getting me through my hiccup there. That was a great moment. So I was excited when HK asked me to read, because being angry is something I do well. And I wanted to write, since she asked, I wanted to write a new piece, and had a lot of things to say about a lot of things that suck. War and privilege and cancer and hate and colonization, UC San Diego, academic industrial complex, how the MFA is like very individually transformative but overall violently gentrifying. But instead, I decided to you know when you get stuck on something and you can't let it go, and I've been going to a lot of readings, and I'm so fucking sick of poetry voice. I'm so sick of poems that begin like this one, and the one before it. Loud and unabashed, crashing lines into rhymes like we woke up this morning with our panties in such a twist, with our faces muzzled to our mirrors, echoing our own muffle like we were born to channel Raffi, or Milli Vanilli, or Rob McEwen, no matter what decade birthed us so audaciously self-righteous and uncomfortably rhythmic, we call ourselves poets. Truth sayers, cliche slayers. The voice of the stories that nobody is brave enough to say, or just can't say well enough. It's rough to work our wardrobes out of blacks and into shades of gray, but as usual I'm less interested in what you're wearing and more in what you're saying, so try to put some normal colors into your vocabulary and knock that shit off. Enough with the never-ending declarative questions. It just makes you sound like you don't know how to state a fact or tell a story. Enough with the rookie mannerisms that have plagued bodies and stages so thoroughly that I've stopped understanding what you're saying when you're not randomly raking your ribs or tracing your veins or calling on the sky like there's something that could actually resuscitate your poem from the fact that it's right now. It's coming from the spacey breaths between words. Forcing iambics is not sexy. No means no. And your articles and conjunctions can't work hard enough, can't lift you high enough, or dig you deep enough. Quit holding your heart like it'll help us know what your words aren't well crafted enough to tell us. Enough! Microphone-induced reading voice, because really everybody knows that you talk like this and not like this. But hold up. Let's drop anchor and get real, because I know you feel me when I say I want to see bodies on this stage with blueprints from somewhere other than YouTube reruns of HBO Deaf Poetry Jam. I want to see writers with responsibility that know the weight of words when they're soft-spoken and well-chosen, that don't rely on the centuries of propaganda pounded into our consciousness by eloquence behind a pulpit or a presidency, a soapbox, radio airwaves, or television screens. I teach youth weekly to trust their bodies on stage, and all they want to do is mimic this bullshit we're feeding them. And I'm so sick of scratching question marks off the ends of every line in every 13-year-old's poems. I'm so tired of telling them they don't have to ask permission, that there is nothing pushing so hard on them or running so deep in their veins that they can't find just the words to say it with their own authentic voice. I know we all want to write poems that raise shit like Lazarus, but friends, we're not dead yet. And we gotta stop acting like when we're on stage there's nothing more important, because we're better. There better be something that comes after this. And is it better? Is it better? Is it better if it's more of the same? We spend the brightest parts of our lives behind desks, learning repetition. And I'm not saying I don't love me some Gertrude Stein, but the shit's getting old, and our youth are getting older, and we've got to start crafting things that sound better in our bellies than microwave meals, that last longer than the 5 minutes we've broken ourselves into. And most of all, we've got to learn how to end poems without sounding like we've got it all figured out.
Yeah!